Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's episode is dedicated to Nazzul, who you may know better as our bloodthirsty flagellant, Luzon. Thanks for your continued support, Naz. That said, let's get started. Dahl, Ronwin, and the others returned a few days later, battered and bloody but tentatively reporting their success. They had delved deep into the Warrens, where they had been confronted by a literal ocean of flesh, and after a difficult struggle, they had managed to somehow kill the thing. At least, they thought they had. The academic, Kroft, didn't seem so sure. He had studied the thing for a few hours before the party had been forced to retreat by the frenzied pigmen, and he was quite alarmed by his findings. According to his report, the thing possessed incredible regenerative properties and numerous redundant vital organs. The party had spent several hours digging through the corpse, hacking away at brains, hearts, and spinal columns, but Kroft still feared that the thing might eventually recover, given enough time. It was a rather sobering thought, but I told Kroft to keep that information to himself, for now at least. The rest of the recruits were already celebrating the death of another monster, and I thought it best not to spoil their moment of revelry. Besides, there was no guarantee that Kroft's theory was correct. Of course, not everyone was celebrating. Although Ronwin was as cheery as ever, drinking hero after hero under the table at the local tavern, many of the other recruits were not as fortunate. Some simply required a moment of peace or a bit of rest to recover from the constant parade of nightmares that they had to face, but others required more intensive care, often of a magical or alchemical nature. It was just another cost of doing business in this cursed place, one that I was happy to pay, but one that was also constantly threatening to empty our coffers. I soon found myself once again perusing the many reports on prospective targets that Dakram had prepared for me. While considering my options, I was surprised to be approached by Carol. Apparently, the Vestal sisters had developed a number of curative concoctions that they hoped to test against the fungal plague that was infecting the Weald. They just needed a few of my hardier recruits to accompany one of their number back into those blighted woods. It was an intriguing proposal, so I quickly agreed to their request, though I'm a bit ashamed to admit that I did have an ulterior motive. It was a simple matter to convince Kairon and Luzon to join what I could now truthfully describe as a righteous cause, but I also made sure to reserve the last seat on the stagecoach for our antiquarian. The rest of the party raised an eyebrow at that, but they were at least polite enough to refrain from openly questioning my decision. There was no denying that they would have been better served by the addition of another warrior or researcher, but I needed Dakram to make sure that this venture was as profitable as possible. Like I said before, running the Hamlet came at a steep cost, in both gold and blood. Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to episode 26. Today we're headed back into the Weald on a fairly straightforward loot run. It's not what I was originally planning to do, but I had to take advantage of that special event. Anyway, our main priority is to track down 3 infected corpses, which we then have to purify using special quest items. Normally, we'd have to spend some time actually looking for the corpses, but in this case, the dungeon is basically one long line, so we'll stumble across them naturally as we move from one end to the other. We're basically heading into one long monster gauntlet, which is why I was happy to bring a couple of higher level characters with us. Let's take a look at our heroes. Kairon, Luzon Nazzul, Dakram, Carol von Gruenig. Alright, we've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. Of course, we will still try to make this interesting by turning it into a dark run. That way we're guaranteed to get better loot and more challenging fights. Let's do something about this torchlight.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
There we go. Let's get moving. I guess I didn't really bring anyone along for traps. Hopefully that won't end up being too much of a problem.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
We're also already out of inventory space, so we're going to be leaving behind a lot of treasure. We'll have a bit more space to work with once we start finding our quest objectives. I'd like to start stockpiling gold, but I can't justify dropping anything just yet.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of the holy water. Empty. There we go. There's 2 fights ahead of us. Come on, guys. It's a bit early to be getting hungry already. At least it frees up a space in our inventory. Here we go. Fight number 1. Okay, looks like they're starting us off light.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Now the trick is keeping the ectoplasm under control.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, we've got this.
Back to the pit. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Well, that was a nice warm-up, but I'm sure things will get more challenging from here. Alright, fight number 2. Let's see what they've got for us this time. Rabid dogs. Okay, hold on now.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Jeez, they really went after Carol there. Fortunately, it doesn't look like they infected her with anything. Alright, let's start fighting back. That's one down. Let's see if we can take out another one.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Come on. Poor Carol. Let's finish this.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Soothe. Sedated. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Well, that was definitely a lot bloodier than I was expecting it to be. But at least we got Carol out in one piece. Of course. Alright, let's do this. The gatekeeper first. Really? I'm starting to think the RNG's got something against Carol. Ooh. Well, it's been a while since that's happened. Let's see if we can prevent it from happening again. Poor Carol. The last human in a world full of vampires. Okay, the two in the back are about to drop dead. Let's start focusing on the guys in front.
A death by inches. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Alright, that'll do it. Let's sneak some quick healing in.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
It's really amazing how deadly this game can be, even when you're going in with over-leveled characters. Ooh, there we go. That's the kind of treasure we're looking for. Okay, let's get rid of, I guess we can get rid of the portrait. Alright, let's keep moving. We're about a third of the way through. In fact, let's go ahead and set up camp.
together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
This'll give us a chance to do some quick healing and get our stress under control. Might as well get some buffs while we're at it. Man, I really have to get these guys better camping skills. But I guess we'll work with what we've got.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright, I think that's everything we can do. Get some rest, heroes.
The light, the promise of safety. And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
Oh, hey, there's our first objective. One down, 2 more to go.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oh, and before we go any further, let's swap out one of Carol's ranged abilities. There we go. Let's move on. Hold up. Kairon is dying, so let's get him some blood. Oh, shoot. We're actually out of keys. Can I pry this open with a shovel? No, I guess not. Well, we tried. Oh, and now Luzon is starving.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Wow. Carol just can't catch a break. Alright, we've got another objective in sight. Let's get these guys out of the way.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, guys, calm down. This is already hard enough without you driving each other crazy. Nice. 2 more to go. Okay, let's finish this. Come on, Luzon. As if Carol isn't having a bad enough day already.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Okay, that's another fight taken care of and another objective down. We're over halfway to the finish line. And of course, there's another fight right ahead of us. We're getting pretty low on food, too. Oh, never mind. There we go. That should be more than enough food for the rest of the dungeon. In fact, let's go ahead and eat some of it now. Okay, moving on. Alright, I think this is fight number 5. That's definitely a more challenging lineup, but nothing we can't handle.
Precision and power.
Very nice. We need more hits like that one. Ah, so close. Okay, let's see if we can take out that other caster. Nice.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
That's fine. It could have been way worse.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
We were actually lucky enough to find a key in the treasure room. That's convenient.
handsome reward for a task well performed.
Not bad, but I was expecting more. Alright, we're almost done here, so let's make room for those heirlooms. Okay, one more chance for Carol to get infected. We'll try to make this quick. As usual, that gatekeeper really needs to be our priority target.
Obliterated.
Please don't do that. Yeah, we really need to take out the gatekeeper. Now we just need to mop the rest of these guys up. Thanks, Kairon. We, really could have lived without that.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, I think that takes care of... What are we on? Fight 6? 7? I've lost track at this point.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Fight number 8. Let's do this. Nice. That's a good start. Now let's take out that artillery. We could go for the guaranteed kill, but that would be a waste of bleeding damage. There we go. 2 down, 2 to go.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Ah. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Honestly, given everything that's happened to her, it's hard to blame Carol for being a bit paranoid. Let's finish this.
Masterfully executed. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, let's clear some more room. I'd actually love to take those deeds as well. I'm just not sure what else we can drop. I guess we can risk dumping our last bandage. Okay, just 4 more rooms to go. Jeez. Another tough fight. Well, still better than fighting vampires. Let's go for the big guy first. Keep piling it on.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh. Sometimes I forget that flagellants have those incredible healing abilities. That's something I should really use more often. Just 1 more to go, but he's tucked all the way in the back.
The blood quickens.
Dakram can still reach him. Unfortunately, the rest of our guys are still stuck dealing with these corpses. There we go. And there we go. Now we can toss out some heals. We're healthy enough.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Not bad. Not bad at all. And we've got the objective right behind us. I didn't even notice that. Mission accomplished. Of course, we're still in pretty good shape, so we'll stick around long enough to clear the last few rooms. Nice. That's one room down. 2 more to go. Really? Are all 3 of these rooms going to be empty? What a letdown. Okay, I think it's safe to... Oh! And we're fighting. It just had to be vampires, of course. Looks like Carol's just as tired of them as I am. Lausanne might actually be in trouble here. Never mind. We've basically won at this point.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Darn, we've found more treasure than we can actually carry. You know, all things considered, I can't really complain about that. Okay, let's clear that last room. And of course, it's empty. Good work, heroes. let's head home. $24,000 gold. Now that's what I'm talking about. Though, technically, I guess it's over 28,000. Either way, that should be enough to keep us going for at least a few more episodes. Nothing but positive quirks, too. You know, aside from the insanity and vampirism, this was actually a really good run. Anyway, we're well past the 30-minute mark, so I think this is a good stopping point. We'll pick up here next time. See you then.